Welcome back to Sunday League football, and as pre-season continues, we're about to rock up against last season's treble winning side, St Clere's. For those that watched the videos last season, I must point out that this is not the same St Clere's that we beat 18-1 and 9-0. This team won the Premier Division of our league, they won the Premier League Cup, and then they also won the Ted Fairchild Cup, which is almost like the League Cup where all teams from all divisions come together to battle it out for a trophy. So as you can imagine, we've got a bit of a test on our hands today. And to make it even more of an uphill struggle, we're missing our captain Jamie. He's at his stag do in BUTLINS, and he's taken with him Graham, Super Dan, Scottish and Tomo. And we're also without Wayne, Liam, Michael and no goalkeeper in Sean either. Going in goal for the first half is going to be Kev, and second half is going to be Luke. And we've also got Kev's brother Chris helping us out at the back today. So with no defence and no goalkeeper, are we ready to come up against treble winning side St Clere's in our away green streak that we've never won in before? Let's give it a go. What I will point out before we begin is St Clere's are missing a couple of players to Jamie's stag do as well, so let's see how this one pans out. Also, our friend here, number 17, wanted to be blurred out, so instead we gave him Greg Wallace's head. So in usual Sunday League fashion, we start off with this. And then this. And then some close-up action too. Anyway, we get going with this misplaced pass. It's intercepted by Kieran as he plays it through towards Nick. Offside, onside, who knows? The ref called it from the halfway line even though there wasn't a linesman. Meanwhile, coming forward now, it's number 7 who plays the ball over the top. Tony heads away. It's number 14 that tracks the ball. Wazza holds him up as 14 goes towards the byline. He cuts inside and manages to get past him. He plays it back to number 16, an ex-Palmers FC player, Wade, whose shot goes straight towards Kev and he's cleared by Tony. Here comes St Clere's again as the ball's played over the top towards number 8. It's a little bit too far as Kev comes off of his line to collect the ball. He cuts inside as number 8 slides in, falls on top of him, and Tony's there to take the ball away and play it out to Wazza. Wazza's control sees him cut inside and play a misplaced pass towards our friend here, Greg Wallace, who tries to lob Kev, but he gets a hand to it to send it over the bar. The ball's whipped in by St Clere's. Kev doesn't manage to get a hand on it. It hits number 15 and goes over Wazza's head and into the back of the net, and that's 1-0 St Clere's. Meanwhile at BUTLINS, it looks like Tomo's trying to sober up from the night before with a full English and a beer. Back in Essex, we've got tackles. We do eventually get the ball back, and it's with Luke Hazard as he plays the ball in between the two defenders. Connor's on the end of it. He tries to get it onto his left, but he has to fire with the right, and that goes wide of the goal. Up the other end now, St Clere's forward, number 8. He gets away from our defenders. Tony gets back to hold him up to try and get the other defenders back. He plays a ball across the box. Our friend Greg Wallace shoots, and Kev makes a save to push it wide of the goal. We know you love outrageous tackles. Here's another one from our opponents. The ref weren't a fan of that one, but the cards stay in the pocket. It's some nice play from St Clere's as Aaron's control lets him down. It's a fancy flick from number 14 to give it to number 9. He cuts onto his right past Tony, shoots and fires past Kev, and that is 2-0 to St Clere's. Meanwhile, at BUTLINS, and so here we go again. The ball's picked up by Knowlesy. It's a looping ball into the box. Kieran's on the end of it, but the keeper gets a hand to it, hits the bar and goes out for a corner. The corner came to nothing, but we eventually get down their end again as Nick gets manhandled, and that's a free kick to Palmers FC. So it's Knowlesy that stands over this one as he whips it into the box. So that was Kieran on the end of that one, showing how good he is in the air, and that's 2-1 to St Clere's now. Still going at BUTLINS. From kickoff, number 3 gets tripped by Kieran. The free kick's whipped in and our opponent gets above everyone else to head towards the far post and into the back of the net. And that is now 3-1 to St Clere's. Nick's decided to come off for a bit as Sam makes his way onto the field. Here comes St Clere's now, but Aaron's there to intercept the pass as he brings the ball forward. He's on a mission. He's non-stop as he pokes the ball past the player here towards Too Good. He's in on goal, but the keeper comes well off his line to get past him. And then he also does Aaron for strength here as he manages to get the ball to number 8. Aaron then pushes him in the back, which of course he's not too happy about as the ball's played out to number 10. He plays it up to number 3 who's under pressure from Kieran at this point. He gets the ball off of him, takes on his man, brings the ball forward. The keeper's well off of his line still as he looks out towards Too Good. He's completely taken out from behind by number 7, but the ball does get to Too Good. He shoots, he's on its way in, but Connor slides in and stops it from going in the back of the net. Even though we had an advantage, the ball's brought back and it's a free kick from Luke as he stands over it. Runs up, takes a shot, over the wall and just wide of the goal. Up the other end, the ball's played over the top and it looks like Kev's thinking anything you can do, I can do better as he comes out off of his line, takes on his man, but he's taking less risks as he plays it out to Luke. And that, my friends, is half-time. Not the best defensive display, but what can you expect when most of your defenders are away on a piss-up? Advert. You might watch it, but it's now time to wear it. Support your second favourite team by heading over to palmersfc.co.uk to grab your favourite replica kit. Ships worldwide. So here we go. Second half. So we start the second like the first with a foul, but I don't see much wrong with this one. Chris won the ball there. Moving on, we've got Aaron at the back taking some risks, but it pulls off as he nutmegs this player here. Then it's Kev that picks the ball up as he brings it forward. Has a little look up. Plays it up towards Kieran. Kieran then moves on. Evades this challenge here. Then he spots the boy Wonder Connor in space as he picks up the ball. He's on his left, but he drags it wide of the post, and that's a goal kick. Here's Connor involved again now as he wins the ball, plays it over the top towards Too Good. Too Good chases down number 10, gets past him, he falls on the floor, one-on-one with the keeper, and then he fires it wide. Surely should have been in the back of the net. Too Good. You know it, I know it, everyone knows it. Unlucky. Up the other end, the ball's played over the top. We can't really see much here, but it's knocked on towards the free player. He pokes it past Luke, and that is in the back of the net, and that's 4-1 to St Clare's now. Meanwhile, Butlins... Why, Tomo? Why? Meanwhile, back in Essex, people are getting in the way as Kieran wins the ball off of our opponent here. Brings it forward, plays a lovely ball in the middle of the defenders, nicks on the end of it with the left, past the keeper into the back of the net, and that's 4-2 to St Clare's. Down the other end now, the sun's shining. It's a long-range shot from St Clare's which narrowly goes past the post, stays 4-2. Here's a new rule they've allowed in football, just carry your drink with you as number 17 tries to get past Tony, but Tony deals with it. Here comes St Clare's again now as number 9 puts a ball over the top of our defence. Great first touch from number 4 to find himself one-on-one with Luke. He puts it past him, probably could have done better, but that's now 5-2 to St Clare's. So at this point, St Clare's aren't showing any signs of slowing down as the ball's played in towards number 15. We can't see nothing, but what I can tell you is he lobs the ball over Luke into the back of the net. And that, my friends, is a hat-trick. We grew up with this guy. He's the younger brother of one of the players that we used to play with back in the day. He never really scores goals, and if he does, they're in the back of his own net. So well done, Steve. Meanwhile, at Butlins, Tomo decides to run into the sea. The others then run off and take his clothes with them, and then Tomo's left to walk home in just his boxers. What a guy. So we've let in 6 goals, and it's the most we've ever let in one single match, but what can you expect? We're up against one of the best teams in Essex, along with not having any defence, but we'd never say die, as Nick picks up the ball. He puts it in, it's not the best of crosses, but Too Good picks it up, he turns the defender, he's in on goal, fires past the keeper, and that is suddenly 6-3 to St Clare's. Not much time left now, but we've given a good account of ourselves, and I'll sped this up from kick-off just to show you how quickly we went up the other end and scored another goal. It's a throw-in from Sam. Kieran gets the ball, he knocks it on towards Too Good. Too Good's in on goal at this point, he has a little look up, fires it straight past the keeper, into the back of the net, and suddenly it's 6-4 to St Clare's. Comeback is on? Probably not, it's a little bit too late. But you know what, there's always room for one more chance as Connor picks up the ball here. He cuts inside of his man.
Oh my god! 6-5 now.
So in the end we were cut short by the final whistle. It ends 6-5, and today we learnt how important defence is. Thanks to St Clare's for an entertaining game, and we'll see you in the next one. Finally, it's our goalkeeper Sean. Let's see if he's got what it takes.
Got my little sister. Oh!
He's happy with that one.